Hey, what's up? Back again.
That first bass note hit me in the chest, and I was just like, there's no way that's 2/8.
MB Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
What's up? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy MB, man, here to unbox the Audiopipe TXX-BDX-8. Now, this is supposed to be their new 8. It's significantly different from their old 8, where they just changed the dust cap. Now, if you go to their YouTuber, I think it was their YouTube channel, they talked about what they actually did. Now, I think I broke this down to y'all before and actually said they did absolutely nothing. This is a really open design. This is a Generation 1 8-inch basket. Nothing here on this model for any kind of over-the-top performance, but it does make bass, okay? So here, we're supposed to have their new updated model. So let me open this boy up. Baby, can you hand me a knife? Give me a knife. Hand me that knife right there. Right down that table right there. Right there. Boom, boom. Yeah, hand me that knife. Boom. So let's go ahead and open this boy up. Boom. Ah. And that wasn't good. That wasn't good. This box is already. Maybe they checked it for something. I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing. So when you open it up, you got the manual and you got the cutout sheet, the cutout template, which says that it's 7.5 inches. We're gonna test that theory and see if that's what it is. And let's see here. What do we have here? Boom. What do we have here? Oh, we have some specifications. Let's get the boy out of the box and look at it right quick. Let's get this boy out of the box and look at it right quick. So it says on the manual, oh, here's the sub right here. Well, let me get it right here. It says on the manual that port enclosure 0.75 to 1 Q, 232 hertz with 12 to 16 inches worth of port area. Displacement 0.13, and the cutout is 7.5. It's listed the parameters of FS of 52. Okay, the voice coils are dual 3.1. We'll test that. The LE is 2.3. QTS is 0.4. Supported box. QES is 0.5. That's very good as well as far as sound quality of the driver. QMS not so high. VMS 4, small ball performance. SPL of 85 dB. A BL of 25. Oh, this is nice. This is nice with a 2-inch voice coil. So now he's trying to get in that. Now that's a very hard market for a competition sub. He's saying he wants. Well, he only got it rated for 500 watts, but he says it's competition, and he's trying to do it with a 2-inch voice coil that has a 2.5-inch winding height, 4 layers. The magnetic gap height is 0.6. Now this is what interests me. The linear excursion is 10.5 peak to peak. So which tells me this is a misprint. Because I'm looking at this top plate already. And from peak to peak 10.5 millimeters, this is a misprint. It needs to say 21 millimeters possibly, because the maximum excursion is 1.5, but the linear excursion is less than ½ inch. Something's wrong here. This is not adding up some kind of way. But we'll see. Let's go over it. Let's take it. Let's get a little bit closer to it and look at everything and see what's going on. What design did they pay? What design did they pay for? Because the misprint on that manual right there, Tim, they definitely didn't design and engineer this from the ground up. They couldn't have, and not let that misprint go out. But we're gonna see. First thing I'm gonna say, I'm very, very impressed with the build quality of this driver. That needs to be said off top. I'm very, very impressed with the build quality of this driver. It's clean. It's clean. It's clean. I'm also gonna say, man, let's start right here. Let's bag this boy out. Let's bag come on out right here. First thing, we got up the plastic dust cap. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people use a plastic dust cap on their drivers, trying to keep costs down. You know, the carbon fiber dust cap costs more. But what very much intrigues me is this surround. This surround has a nice width and a nice height. It's tall and narrow with an appropriate lip. If you watch, those of you who listen to me all the time tell you I love this lip. This lip right here tends to lead to very high SPL for 8-inch driver. So I like that. Also, but I think did a little conjecture here. This basket is not a patented basket. This is the Generation 2 8-inch basket that I did when I told y'all about in the video. The Generation 1 is that 6-bolt basket. The Generation 2 is this basket right here. And yes, it does have a 7.5-inch cutout. So that was true. Them saying is their patented design, that's not true. This is the same basket on the Toro, same basket on the Cosmos Audio. Those two woofers have achieved king status, but they also have significantly more power handling and a larger motor structure than this Audiopipe does. But I do like the fact that they've been listening because the basket is bigger, a greater SD. The second thing I noticed is, yes, it does have a non-press fiber cone. You see that? Non-press fiber cone. That leads to a natural sound. Nice. Also keep the price kind of down. Now, I don't know what mixture they use as far as the durability and the long lastingness of it, but it is a non-pressed paper cone. Now, the Spider, from what I see and what I can see from looking on both sides here and from the front, this is a Progressive Road Spider. Progressive Road Spider. I wish the ridges were a little higher, but that might be why the power handling is only 500 watts. But the ridges they're not very deep. They're decent. They're about average. But remember, this driver is only $214 MSRP. And they only have a single spider. But this spider is glued and bolted down. That's a plus as well. I can't take that away. The tinsel leads are nice and thick. Let's see if I can turn it this way. Bag back out so you can see them. The tinsel leads are nice and thick, sewn. Look to be a quarter of an inch wide. So that's going to be very sufficient to handle 500 watts. I like this top plate. I like the slope and angle on this top plate. As you can see, that is a nice size top plate right there. And this angle is primarily used by other manufacturers to focus the energy, the magnetic field into the gap to interact upon and I think this is nice as well. This is the only driver that I know of using this basket. No, I could be wrong there. I believe there's another company that uses a 2-inch coil on this basket. Now, using a 2-inch voice coil on this basket is going to enable for a significant amount of throw because it's a smaller circle than a 2.5. And maybe because the price point is $214, that's why they kept it rated at 500 watts, because they didn't give you a thick enough copper coil. But this is a copper coil. Let me see if I can show y'all that. You can't really see it because of how this woof is made. But this is a copper coil because of this basket. This is a copper coil on a BSAV former. BSAV former is aluminum former, so it's made to dispense of heat rather quickly. So it depends on how much. The BL list on this driver is 25. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a pretty strong driver, particularly when it's coming at $214. We're gonna have to see if that's accurate or not. Let's see if they kept the same thing that they did the BDC4, because the motor structure is nice, but I want to see that they do that, or did they use two big thick slugs instead of cutting the slugs like they do for what I feel is just marketing purposes. So we're going to take these pants off. And yes, we were awarded with a very Nice dual magnetic slugs. Nice. This is a plus. This is a plus. I must say it. I wish they would have had a pole vent instead of just vents around the voice core. And these vents here look considerably larger than the 2-inch voice core that's listening to this woofer's having. So I'm wondering just how big is that gap, because that's going to be a measure of your performance there. How big is the pole, and then the gap, the distance in the gap between the wall on the outside and the voice core, and how they're going to react. How is the gap like this or like that? No, it definitely wouldn't be that big. But I wish they would have had a pole piece on this driver. But hey, for $214, they can't give you all the bells and whistles. But they did good. They incorporated this basket. They could have did better with another spider landing. They didn't do that. They only gave you one spider, but maybe it's a custom tool spider. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to test all that. So, all in all, nice. We're going to see what it does next. I'm probably going to pull some TS parameters on it. Let y'all see that, see if it matches what they say inside the manual, and then we're going to do the free air testing. Peace.